Hey guys, Rochelle here with Amethyst Ascension. If you are new here, welcome. And if you are returning, thank you so much for joining me again. So I have a gorgeous deck. I asked my rep if he could please send this to me. This is sent from Llewellyn. It's called the Baddeley or Baddeley Tarot. I'm not exactly sure how it's pronounced. This does come out in September. It is available in September from Llewellyn. This is a journey of wisdom, myth, and transformation. This is a Blue Angel deck. So let's see what it says on the back. And this is what the back looks like. The Baddeley Tarot invites you to explore an ancient system that has guided seekers for centuries, drawing upon the forbidden esoteric wisdom of the past. Hidden within the cards are the legends and myths of ancient times, now revealed in their full meaning and pattern, offering insight into the journey of the soul through life and beyond. Deeply researched and richly layered, this deck connects the symbolism of early tarots with the philosophies and spirit of the Renaissance era. Each card offers a portal into the mythological past, unveiling a timeless path of transformation. The illustrations by Jake Baddeley, or Baddeley, I'm not exactly sure, my apologies, inspired by the techniques of Renaissance masters, weave multiple layers of meaning, creating a tarot deck that speaks to both the intellect and the spirit. Filled with centuries-old symbolism and evocative imagery, the Baddeley Tarot guides you towards self-illumination, spiritual elevation, and the fire of divination, offering inspiration for your own soul's journey. And oh my goodness, I did go through this admittedly last night. I have not shuffled or anything. I just briefly went through it. I did not really look in depth. This is like a first impressions, everything. This book is majorly thick, okay? Majorly heavy. I can't believe how heavy this is. It is a heavy book, and it is because it is such high quality. The images, I mean the pages, beautiful, like glossy, so that it works really well. It's just very, very good quality. So I am going to go over some of the things in here. But first, I want to show you the cards. But the book is amazing. What I've seen of it, it is absolutely amazing. Let me get closer. And I am going to do some sample readings right out of the book for you. I think that that's important for you to get an understanding of how something reads. And let's see. It says by Jake Baddeley. He might be the, is he the illustrator and everything? Let me see. Oh, I bet you it would look good with that. Oh, there's also a journal, a tarot journal and coloring book that's coming out for this also. I mean, come on, let me show you. This is gorgeous. Jeez, I want that too, even though I don't do paper journaling. Oh, look at that. These are the backs. Absolutely stunning. Oh, I love the backs. All right. But I'm not sure. It might just be Jake Baddeley who did it all, or Baddeley. Okay, maybe. Either that or I'm just not finding it. Anyways, we'll do that later. So we've got the Fool. Can I get any closer? We've got the Fool. Look at that imagery. The Juggler. Okay. This High Priestess is everything. Look at that. My goodness. The Empress. The Emperor. Wow. The Hierophant. I am so in love with this artwork. Chariot. That was the Lovers, by the way. I'm just so oh, this is not in order. Or is it? What's up with that? All right. Temperance. Temperance is 8. What? 9 is Justice. Okay, hold up. Okay, so I'm going to read something to you. And this is going to be, this is going to help us understand the order of all these, okay? The book is phenomenal. This is The Deep Roots of the Tarot. As an artist interested in symbolism, I have wanted to make a tarot deck for a long time, yet not just to copy another, rather to try to find the true meanings or meaning of the cards and express this in my own way. There are, as I have said, many different variations that have developed even in the early days of tarot, each with their own idiosyncrasies, order of the trumps, different rules, and different meanings. Which of these is the real tarot? Was there ever an original moment of conception, an archetypal deck? If so, it has never been found and therefore remains a matter of speculation or personal preference. Completely agree. I, like anyone else, can only guess what the original designers of the tarot meant when they chose the images adorning its cards. So in order to make this deck, I first had to spend many hours of research searching for clarification. This search led me to the early tarot, which appealed to me the most, and on the way, I discovered many fascinating details about tarot history, which I have incorporated into the design of this deck. Most of the best preserved early tarot comes to us via a style of deck called the Tarot de Marseille. These were the most popular and long-lasting decks until the modern age. It is this design that I have followed the closest, as for me, they contain the most profound images. The origin of the order of the cards of the Baddeley Tarot, however, finds its origin in Milan around the beginning of the 15th century. So traces its beginnings to one of the very early tarot. So in the book, he actually has like many different things. Okay, it's beautiful. He's got the whole introduction. The journey begins, first steps, which I haven't read this to you. The Deep Roots, I just read that to you. I want to read the short story because this also talks about the Tarot of Milan, and that's what he's referenced it after. So this will reveal a lot to us. The short history of the tarot. Tarot has been developing and changing throughout the ages and across nations since the invention of paper first reached Europe. It still bears the marks of even earlier games from which it developed. Firstly came dice, which later developed into dominoes, which were then to develop into Chinese playing cards, games that were all based on the hierarchy of numbers. Dice can be traced back to China and India, reaching back to at least 3000 BCE. Dice was also a game of value and has been used since earliest times as a form of both fortune-telling and gaming. The term pips was the traditional name for the numbered cards in tarot. It was also the word used to denote the dots on dice and dominoes. That's the dots on a dice the dots on a dice add up to 21 is also a clue, perhaps being a source of the 21 numbered trump cards. Oh my gosh, I didn't realize that. The first pip card in tarot and playing cards is referred to as an ace. This originally also came from dice, referring to the side with one pip, derived from the Latin word for unit. As the Chinese were the first to invent paper, they have the oldest examples of card games, some of which already had the familiar court-based hierarchy of royal retainers and four suits that we recognize from modern cards. The idea of trick-taking or trumping one card over another was also already an inherent part of the game. The Chinese cards have had a clear influence upon playing cards used by Arabic people who came to power in Egypt sometime in the early 1300s, forming the Mamluk Empire. They adapted the images to their own needs and culture, interpreting the Chinese images in their own way. The Crusades that took place at that time very likely had a large role to play in their dissemination into Europe. These cards had familiar elements such as four suits adapted from the Chinese face cards showing ministers and kings, but lacked the trump cards used in tarot. Playing cards entered Europe through the ports of Spain and Italy. By this time, the first paper mills and printing presses had arrived in Italy and France, allowing card games of all sorts to proliferate among the populace. Tarot of Milan. The earliest tarot-like deck that we know of was commissioned by Duke Filippo Maria Visconti of Milan around 1425. The humanist scholar and astrologer Maurizio di Tortona was asked to devise an allegorical card game based on virtues and temptations for the Duke. The deck had four suits with four extra cards depicting classical gods in each suit. There are no surviving examples of this deck, so no one knows how it looked. Later, around 1450, other decks were commissioned by Visconti. Many of these had survived and are beautifully embossed with gold, showing delicately painted figures. The Carriel sheet, circa 1500, also from Milan, is a sheet of uncut trump cards, which are the earliest example of what would be known as the Tarot de Marseille. The Marseille tradition. When the Italian cards spread to France, the French card makers began to develop a new style. The suits of clubs, spades, diamonds, hearts, and the use of 3 court cards became the new standard all across France, with the exception of one city, Marseille. For mysterious reasons, this was the only city to retain the old style, the old Italian style, and remained faithful to the symbolism it represented. The oldest surviving deck from this period is the Jean Noble Tarot, dated to around 1650. Many experts take this French pattern to be one of the definitive tarot. So, modern tarot. It was not until the 18th century that occultists of France and England chose to redesign the tarot, adapting it specifically for cartomancy, emphasizing the occult aspects. These cards were the first radical departure from the original Italian designs in 300 years and led to the now popular Rider-Waite tarot designed in the 19th century. The symbolism of the cards. Renaissance Italy was the center of a reawakening of interest in astrology, mystical Christianity, and ancient Greek philosophy, which influenced the thinking of the era when the various tarots were made. At the root of these philosophies, especially Greek thought, was the doctrine of the reincarnation of the soul. I have found that these same themes are found in the tarot trumps, and that they informed its design and order. It appears that if one reads the cards as illustrations to myths, their message is a coherent one. If you know the myth, you know the message. And at the core of this message is the doctrine of reincarnation. This shall be clarified as we progress. Although the symbolism contained in the tarot requires an in-depth knowledge of Neoplatonic philosophy, Greek myth, and mystical Christianity, both to construct it and to understand it, a simple reading of Dante's La Divina Commedia will be enough to point you in the right direction. If someone had tried to fit that work into a card game, it might have looked a lot like the tarot. We also know that the first tarot-like deck was created by Maurizio di Tortona, who would have been familiar with this stream of knowledge, including Dante. It seems to me quite clear that the message in the trumps describes a ladder to God, an ascending or descending series of allegories of divine and cosmic themes that describe our struggles while on this earth and offer a method of living in harmony and in accordance with souls striving for the greatest good. This reminds me of something Plato wrote. The ultimate design of the mysteries was to lead us back to the principles from which we descended. A perfect enjoyment of spiritual good. Wow. So it goes on to talk about the mysteries of the tarot, the elemental correspondences, and the suits. You can see all the information here, the magic of the pips. So it shows the qualities of the numbers as plant life and as Ptolemaic order, or from the Ptolemaic order. Numbers, forms, the planetary spheres. Okay, I'm wondering if that's in here also, or whether or not it's just in the book. I'm wondering if it's somewhere in the symbolism. It looks like it might be in the symbolism of the cards, which is all this stuff. And we've got the elements, the stars, Saturn, Jupiter, Mars. It goes through all of this. It says, the numbers now assigned to the planets follow an ancient logic, one followed for thousands of years and still used today. Right. So, for example, the military headquarters of the U.S. is called the Pentagon, a 5-star building. The architect surely knew that this was the number of the planet Mars, the god of war. As the numbers unfold, form is created according to the rules of Pythagorean or sacred geometry. Number as shape and shape as number. This can be seen in the geometric construction of the underlying composition of the illustrations. With these correspondences in mind, we can then understand the meaning of each of the pip cards. Oh my gosh. Somebody could do definitely a deep study of all this. The fates in the sky, originating in Sumer, so Sumerian, astrology categorized the stars and planets as potent influences on the destiny of humankind. From an early time, comparisons were drawn between the influences of the fixed stars in the sky and planets wandering across them. Astrologers would declare that Venus rules Taurus, drawing upon an agreed schema of correlations that were derived from geometry. So this is the Ptolemaic order of the planets, as imagined by Peter Apian, 1524. And there's chakras in the zodiac. Okay, so he's pulling in even that, the family of humanity. So this is all about the quartz. The greater secrets of the soul's journey. So it talks about that. The social hierarchy, the virtues. Okay. So we have the Fool, the Juggler, the High Priestess. The artwork is just amazing. The Empress, the Emperor, the Hierophant, the Lovers, the Chariot, oops, and now it changes, which you've already seen. Temperance is number 8 in this deck. Sorry if you can hear my son. Justice is number 9. Fortitude is number 10. Like strength, right? The Wheel of Fortune is 11. The Hermit is 12. The Hanged Man is 13. Death is 14. The Devil is 15. The Tower is 16. The Star, 17. 18 is the Moon. The Sun is 19. Judgment is 20. And 21 is the World. So if you know that is not the same as most Tarot de Marseilles, that is not the same order as the Rider-Waite-Smith or the Thoth. That was completely different. Its own ordering that took after like the Milan Tarot, the Tarot of Milan. So now we have let me see if I can get any closer for you guys. That's a little better. Ace of Batons. Two of Batons. Three of Batons. So we see all the threes are Saturn. And then we have the corresponding astrological or zodiac signs and the element. Same here. Oh, and so all of the fours are associated with Jupiter. The fives are Mars, associated with Mars. The sixes are associated with the Sun, and you see Sol there. The sevens are associated with, is that Mercury? Or is that Venus? No, that's Venus, right? But I don't see Venus on here. Yeah, but that's definitely Venus. Here's Mercury with the 8. With the 9, we have Luna. With 10s, we have Terra, which is Earth. That's the Earth symbol in astrology. I also use it as a part of fortune. Okay, sorry, I keep getting interrupted. So the 10s, Terra, Earth. Then we have the Page. Beautiful. Now it's showing like the clubs. We got the Knight of Batons. These are so friggin' beautiful. Wow. The Queen of Batons. And the King of Batons. Now we have the Cups. We show our water symbol over here, elemental symbol. 2, we have the dice, which I forgot to show in the, what are they called? The rods? Oh, the batons, yes. It shows all of the dice down at the bottom also. So we see Saturn, again, in the 3, corresponding astrological and elemental circles on all of it. Plus we have the associations with the chakras as well. So the 4s is Jupiter. 5s is Mars. 6 is Sun or Sol. Venus is 7. Mercury is 8. 9 is Luna, it was moon. Tara is 10. Little dice you see down there. I love this. I love this deck. It's so gorgeous. Page of Cups. Knight of Cups. Queen of Cups. And King of Cups. Now we have our swords. Our air symbol up here. Our dice down here. We have our 2 of Swords. 3 of Swords with Saturn. 4 of Swords with Jupiter. Mars with 5. 6 of Swords with the Sun. 7 of Swords with Venus. 8 of Swords with Mercury. These are the Pythagorean order, or the Pythagorean planetary order. Luna, which I already read about, is 9. 10 is Terra, Earth. We see our dice down here. And we have our page. Knight. Just such beautiful artwork. Queen of Swords. I love all the shields that are in it too. And the King. So we have our Ace of Coins. 2 of Coins. 3. 4 of Coins. 5 of Coins. 6 of Coins. 7 of Coins. 8 of Coins. 9 of Coins. 10 of Coins. Page of Coins. Knight of Coins. My goodness. Queen of Coins. I love the shield. And the King of Coins. Okay, so we see all of our 2s. And it's interesting how we've got on this side, and this side, this side, and this one's all the way open. As far as what's colored in of the 2, you know. That's interesting, but I want to show you something else. So each 3, no matter the suit, is associated with Saturn. Saturn, 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 and Saturn, right? We show Capricorn, 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 Capricorn. And who's that? Aquarius. Okay, because this is like, because Saturn used to be traditionally associated with Capricorn and Aquarius. So that's Aquarius, that's the water bearer, and that's the goatfish. And there's the Saturn symbol. And then for each one of these elementals, and they're all the 3s are associated with one of the chakras, which is, which one is that? I don't know the symbols offhand, but I'll tell you in just a minute. Okay, so that is the root chakra. So each 3 is related to the root chakra. Then we've got each of the 4s are now associated with Jupiter and Pisces and Sagittarius. And the water symbol up here, right? So this deck is not even the same as like Deacons, right? It's not even the same as the Deacons. So Let's talk about the cardstock, okay? These are a little bit thicker. Matte. It is really good core there. I don't even know whether or not I'm going to be able to shuffle these because of how thick they are. Oh, oh my goodness. Oh, that's a lot of strain. Oh, yeah, no. Yeah. Probably be better. I mean, if you have stronger hands and longer fingers, it's probably not going to be an issue. But I have short fingers, even though this is the size of a tarot. I'll show you with one of mine. This is the Matrix Time Oracle, okay, from Make Playing Cards. I mean, it is essentially the same size, right? This is a linen standard size tarot. I have no problems with this, with the overhand shuffling. And maybe it's just a matter of breaking it down a little bit in order to get a shuffle for me. But if you have longer fingers, like I said, and stronger, I mean, I have arthritic hands. Let me try one more time. There's one more time. I mean, maybe I'm just a wimp. No. I'm not even going to try it because I'm going to end up bending these and I don't want to bend them. I think they're fantastic. So, they are matte. Yeah, I knew that they were not going to fan. Maybe if it wasn't quite as tall. I mean, as thick. You could make it look good, but it's still, and maybe it's just a matter of working with it, or maybe soaping the deck in order to, goodness gracious. But for me, it's going to be the side shuffle. The famous side shuffle, which I actually prefer, and I think it does a really great job of mixing the cards up. So I've gotten pretty used to using the side shuffle because of my own hand limitations. So I'm going to draw 3 because I want to see how they read out of the book, okay? This is what it looks like. So a good hefty amount of information. So, the 3 of batons. Simplicity in thought and action promotes clarity and adaptability and allows for greater freedom and development. That's like a little saying underneath of the full page illustration. The mystery. The birth of complexity establishes the foundations for the future. 3ness is simple, clear, and efficient, producing the triangle. So, okay, so we see the triangle in the back, right? The 3 dimensions of, triangle, strong, active, and full of potential. The 3 dimensions of the physical world and the 3 aspects of time, past, present, and future. Oh, that makes sense, and it's Saturn. The card shows Saturn, ruler of the 3rd celestial sphere, sitting on his throne. He represents all that is fixed, determined, permanent, and solid. Contrasting this is the energy of the batons, representing all that is ephemeral and fluctuating. The mind, thoughts, and dreams. Thus, it signifies the ephemeral world of thought is grounded in the old God's solidity. As Saturn fixes, the air element frees up, enabling change, growth, and development to flourish on permanent foundations, like strong roots supporting a growing tree. And remember, 3s are the root chakra. Thus, the principles guiding your decisions are secure, ensuring your thoughts, dreams, and actions are built on solid ground for a successful path ahead. So the message is, The Three of Batons signifies the good results emerging from strong, simple foundations. Your aspirations and goals are ambitious and deserve to be achieved, so keep your thoughts and ideas simple and avoid diverging at complicated tangents. Anything that you are working on, be it your life's goals or just your morning routine, will benefit from this approach. You will save time and effort, especially if you have to change something later. Remain true to the essence to communicate things clearly to others. If you are a teacher or lecturer or a manager or team leader, remember that clarity is simplicity. If these foundations are laid out to begin with, then the outcome will be positive. So if you did get this in reverse, it says that in its reversed aspect, the Three of Batons loses spontaneity and joy to strict, unyielding discipline and rules. The air element longs for the freedom to change. With too much structure, everything becomes confined and restricted. This manifests as a fixed mindset where your limiting beliefs hold you back and you can only see one solution. Or perhaps you made a career choice which is secure but lacks joy and doesn't challenge your abilities. There is little room for change or growth, but you long for more freedom, more room to grow. So free your mind and invite spontaneity into your life. Let your inner child guide you to dance, play, and explore endless possibilities. Do the unexpected, meet new people, visit new places, or take an unusual route to work. Try something different, like showering in the dark or standing on your head. Release rigid rules and let things flow without control. As tension fades, you'll feel lighter. Enhance this by practicing breathing exercises from yoga to Qigong, allowing your mind to naturally embrace spontaneity with ease and flow. Wow, that's fabulous. Now let's see what it says for the High Priestess. Okay, the High Priestess. This is what it looks like. Okay. So, reconnect with your intuition to navigate life with clarity and truth. Heed your soul's whispers and let them guide you to quieten external noise. The mystery. In the journey of the soul, this card represents the meeting with the oracle, the High Priestess. Like Persephone, she holds the keys to the three worlds from the upper to the lower, as seen here seated before the Vesica Pisces. She interprets the divine will and represents connection to the divine through the feminine mysteries. Her presence indicates grace, connection to spirit, and the giving of wise counsel. She is the prophetess, the holder of lunar consciousness and the wisdom of the womb. This card embodies the sacred union of wisdom and intuition. She is a guardian of hidden knowledge, a gatekeeper of mysteries yet to be revealed. Her eyes are veiled, for she is the inner knowing that resides within us all. Wisdom is not solely attained through external sources, but by cultivating a connection with our own intuitive nature. She beckons us to honor the whispers of our soul, to listen to the silent voice of our hearts. Through stillness and introspection, we gain access to the vast reservoirs of wisdom that lie within us. The message. Trust in your intuition and inner vision is the message of the High Priestess. Quiet the external noise, find solace in silence, and trust the subtle guidance that emerges from deep within. Allow yourself to become attuned to the whispers of your soul. Pay attention to the subtle nudges, the flashes of insight, and the intuitive knowing that arises. You possess an innate ability to navigate the intricate labyrinth of your own being. Through introspection and receptivity, the secret mysteries of the self unfold. By nurturing your inner silence, wisdom guides you towards the goal and the ultimate secret, multiplicity and unity and immortality through regeneration and resurrection. With this knowledge, you can travel the journey of the soul. Trusting your intuition will help you find that which you need. And in reverse, it says, when the essence of the High Priestess is contrary, the call to honor your intuition and embrace inner knowing is stifled. Have you been ignoring your gut feelings in a particular situation? Perhaps you keep getting a niggling sense that something isn't right, even when your rational mind is telling you everything is fine. Reconnect with the depths of your being and pay more attention to the whispers of your soul. When you find yourself disconnected from your intuition, you make choices that you regret. Pause and find guidance that leads you to the heart of truth. Train yourself to trust your intuition by simply writing things down when you sense them in a journal or perhaps on your device. When things go the way that your intuition suggested or don't, note that down. This helps you gather evidence of when your intuition guided you versus when you might have been influenced by fear. Notice the difference that you sensed between these instances. In the heart of your truth lies the knowledge to make choices that serve you well on the journey of the soul. And then the 5 of coins. Let me find that right quick. So the 5 of coins looks like this. And it's got another page too. So 5 of coins. Use this challenging time to rebuild resilience by seeking support and focusing on practical solutions. Embrace adversity as a chance for growth and personal strength. So we see that it's Mars, right? This is the air sign. No, I'm sorry. This is the earth sign. And we've got Cancer, and we've got, what is that? And was that Aries? I think that's Aries. So the number 5 is active, dynamic, and unbalanced. Characterized by its odd, this is the mystery, characterized by its odd, irrational, and expansive nature. Its association with the pentagram highlights why this number is emblematic of nature and humanity, reflecting the relationship with the golden ratio. The image shows Aries, the Greek counterpart of Mars, the god of war. As the embodiment of battle, lust, rage, and violence, he rules the 5th celestial sphere with the warrior's courage. He is associated with hardship, loss, and insecurity, reflecting Mars, traditional links to misfortune, curses, and material struggle. The message. The 5 of coins typically signals a period of struggle or loss, often related to finances or security. It represents a feeling of being out in the cold, physically, emotionally, or spiritually. Beware of bad news, bad luck, arguments, and ill health. You might find yourself at odds with someone's point of view. Perhaps there is conflict over matters of money or possessions, or you may simply be struggling with an increased cost of living or a reduced income. Draw inspiration from Aries to find the courage to face challenges, using this situation as an opportunity to build resilience against misfortune. Seek support and focus on the resources available to you. Address your needs pragmatically and consider reaching out for help from friends, family, or professional services. Practice self-care and find ways to regain a sense of stability and security. While it looks impossible, understand that what you can learn from misfortune and illness, sorting out the issues now and preventing them from happening again, or at least mitigating their effects, makes you stronger. From hard times come strong people. Embrace this challenge as an opportunity for growth and resilience, knowing that overcoming adversity strengthens your character and leads to personal transformation. I am loving these write-ups, seriously. So the reversed meaning of this card is paradoxically a change for the better, financial improvement, an end to hardship, or recovery from illness. It indicates that help is on the way, or that one is beginning to overcome past difficulties. What have you learned from this experience? Has this difficulty helped make you wiser and stronger? What could you have done to prevent it? The issues that you confronted don't appear as bad as they did when you were overwhelmed by them. Empowerment comes from learning these lessons, not just sitting back and feeling relieved that you weathered the storm. Embrace the positive changes and recovery coming your way, and remain open to receiving continued support. Continue to build on your progress and maintain hope for further improvement. This moment is a chance to rebuild and strengthen your foundation, knowing that through resilience and adaptability, you can turn challenges into stepping stones for future success. And OMG, okay? So let's take a look at just a few pairings and see what we can do. So one of them that I thought of, and I didn't know if it would look good, but I thought maybe because of the white border around it, that it might look kind of cool. And it's the Old Ways Magic Oracle. by Naomi Kornock. And so we have Farsight with Judgment and Death. We've got the Sun and Four of Coins with Endure. We've got Fierce with the Lovers and Seven of Batons. Oh, standing up for your love, right? Yes, fiercely standing up for what you love or for your lover. The Lovers, Six of Coins, and the Hermit. I think these look awesome together. Protection with Seven of Coins and Eight of Batons. Let's see what else we got. So another one I thought of is Myth Oracle. And this is by Daniel Martin Diaz. And so we've got Seven of Coins. And oh, I already did that. We've got Eight of Coins and Nine of Batons with Resilience. We've got Turning with 10 of Coins and Knight of Cups. Ooh. We've got Burden with 4 of Swords and Page of Coins. Oh. I think these look amazing together. 3 of Cups, 7 of Cups, Complexity. Oh. Harbinger, King of Cups and Knight of Coins. Oh boy. Enchantment with Queen of Coins and Queen of Cups. Oh. All right, let's see what else we got. So another one I thought of is the Soul Mirror Oracle. And this one is by Anna Novez and Sunshine Connolly. And this is also a Blue Angel deck. So we've got Queen of Swords, 3 of Coins with Search, External, Internal. We've got Attention with Resistance and Surrendered with 5 of Batons and King of Swords. We've got Sadness with Defensive and Listening with the Wheel of Fortune and King of Coins. So we've got Alignment and Dishonest with Truthful and 9 of Coins and 10 of Cups. I actually think these look fantastic together. I do. I think the coloring just works. We've got the World, 6 of Batons, Receptivity, Satisfied, and Grateful. Yeah, I think these work really good. Let's just do one last one here. We've got Creatress with Uninspired or Creative with the Empress and 2 of Swords. Oh, how perfect is that? All right, let's see what else we got. So another one that I thought of trying is the Oracle of the Witch's Candle, sent to me by the beautiful Selena from Essence of the Moon channel. So we've got, oops, already did those. The Emperor and the Tower with I Manifest My Reality Through Desire. Ooh. That would definitely understand the Tower, wouldn't it? So the Ace of Swords, 5 of Swords, and I Radiate Calm and Peace. Ambition Fuels My Growth with the Juggler and Page of Batons. I could see that. I Step Into My Power with 10 of Batons and Knight of Batons. Okay. The Chariot and 6 of Cups with My Thoughts Shape My Reality. I think these look super awesome together also. Yes, I do. My Soul is Butterfly in Transformation. Page of Swords and the Hierophant. Beautiful. Let's see what else we got. So the other one, or another one that I thought of, is the System Oracle. And that's by also Daniel Martin Diaz. We've got Page of Swords and the Hierophant with Transcendental. We've got Harmonics with 9 of Swords and 3 of Swords. These look amazing together. Confluence with 10 of Swords and the Star. They just friggin' work, especially with all the symbolism and planetary stuff that's in this and all the concepts that are in this. Yes. Universe with 8 of Swords and the Moon. Synthesis with the Hanged Man and King of Batons. One last one. Quantum with, oops. Come on. Five of Cups and Seven of Swords. Let's see what else we got. And the last one I thought of is with the Supra Oracle or Super Oracle by Usi. So we've got Five of Cups, Seven of Swords. Sure, I already did that, but oh well. And we've got the Self or Self. We've got Magic with Two of Coins and Temperance. Oh, that's great. We've got Intuition with Ace of Coins and Justice. Thinking with Ace of Cups and Fortitude. Don't these look fabulous? Water with Two of Batons, Two of Cups. How fabulous. Primordial with Queen of Batons and Page of Cups. One last one. Animus with Ace of Batons and the Fool. So this has been my full, first impressions, walkthrough, pairings, example readings, and review of the Baddeley Tarot and guidebook. I love the box, which I really didn't show you too much of either, but it's fabulous. And I think that the deck is absolutely stunning. I love every part of these cards. I love all the added stuff that's on the cards. I love that all the trues, or the threes, the fours, the fives. I like that they're all associated with different planets, different chakras. I think this is one of those, and it is different. It is different than, the sequence is different. But, I mean, honestly, I don't care about the sequence. It doesn't matter. They're all the same meanings regardless of what sequence that they go in. But I am curious to do a deep study to see it from his eyes and learn more about the virtues and the, what did he call it? The mysteries, the Eleusinian mysteries that he gets into. I love that he's got Dante's Divine Comedy information in here. Just all kinds of stuff. Oh, the vices and the virtues. That's what it was. And the planet associations and all that. I am here for this kind of stuff. The Celestial Harmony, the Codes of the Tarot. There's just really a lot that I want to dig in. Let me tell you, this is a very high quality, very heavy book. For this size, it is super heavy. It really surprised me. The construction of it, the quality is just stunning. So, yes, I am so grateful to have this deck in my collection. And I'm going to talk to the paid Patreon, and see whether or not they want to do, after we finish the Lenormand, a deep study of this system. Or, if they want to do something else. I mean, our study for Lenormand is not going to be done for probably at least around the end of the year. So, we've got time. But this comes out this month in September. I will put a link down below where you can get this deck from Llewellyn. I highly recommend it. I think this is going to be a deep diver. I would not recommend this probably for somebody that is brand new to tarot, because this is not, your modern, Thoth or Rider-Waite-Smith system. This doesn't, it's got a different sequence. And the deacons, there's no deacons on here. It's not the same. It's like his own system, which I just friggin' love. And see, the thing is, you can do that. You can do anything that you want with these kind of systems. I love it when creators explore something new and give me more meat to feast on. Really, that's what it feels like. So, thank you for spending this time with me. Let me know down below what was your favorite pairing, and let me let me know down below whether or not this is something that you're looking at getting. So I am sending you my love always.